Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another Kahoot quiz with me, Teacher Zdenek, and obviously and hopefully with some of the Achievers Chamber members. You never know if there is a decent number of members joining today or not. Who knows? It's always a surprise. Yeah, how many will show up? Um, we cannot know until I see the numbers. Yeah, so let's see. I can see two people are in the quiz for now, and that's enough for having a decent contest. And I can also see a mosquito in my room that is going to annoy me here during this, which is not something I wanted, but I think that I will just let it be. I will let the sleeping dogs lie, and that's not the expression. But anyway, the point is we should move on with the game itself. So two people, that's not good, but I kind of expected it. It's been quite quiet recently in the Achievers Chamber. I think probably because it's May now, springtime. Everybody's kind of coming out of their shell, going out, spending more time outside, and all that. So yeah, it is what it is. It's my favorite English cliche, by the way. It is what it is. And we will just have to play with two people, Serkan and Helen. uh, the silver lining is that you have a good chance to win, guys. Yeah, if it's just the two of you, and we can still hope that more join. Either way, it's also for the people watching this. I'm also recording this for the YouTube channel, so that's an opportunity for everyone to take part in the quiz. If you want, you can write your answers on the right, even if you are not a member. And if you are a member, I have just shared the details in the general chat today. So you can either follow the link or just go to kahoot.it on your phone. You have to do this on your phone. Go to kahoot.it and enter that PIN, that number that I shared in the Achievers Chamber general chat. And this is just a reminder for you how to join. And good news, we have three competitors. Excellent. So the chances for winning have just decreased as well. So, it is what it is, as I said. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to present screen or share screen and present it here. That's all you have all been waiting for. And today we are talking about binomial phrases. Oh no, I was not supposed to show the bloody number. Okay, well, please, if you're not in the group, don't join, okay? If you do join, then I suppose, what can I do? But please don't join. I made a mistake. I should have clicked start first. So I'm clicking start, and that will start the quiz. And it's about binomial expressions. The first question is not a real question because I want to give everyone a chance to join because I know that there is always a delay as well. So you have like 2 minutes to join. Really, I need to ramble for 2 minutes now, which honestly I don't know what I'm going to say. I used to be quite good at this back in the day when I recorded Zdenek's English podcast quite regularly, but these days I'm not as prolific as I used to be. The latest episode of my podcast was published, however, this week, I believe, several days ago. Could have been on either Tuesday or Wednesday, and it features Glenn, a friend of mine who I met here in Da Nang and who is from Saigon. He sometimes comes here on holiday to visit Da Nang because it's a coastal city. So he spends some time on the beach, just chills out really on the beach, and that's exactly where we recorded this episode. And he is an ex-lawyer. He's a former lawyer, so I think it's quite an interesting episode. In fact, when I was talking to him on the podcast, it felt like I was talking to Saul Goodman from Better Call Saul, because he's so talkative, Glenn. And Glenn is so talkative, and he just has an interesting sort of way of talking, and I think he's well spoken as well. So it was quite fun, and I'm glad I recorded that episode. And hopefully you guys will enjoy it too. If you've already seen it, then you've already seen it, I suppose. It's not there is no I said seen it, but you can't have seen it because it's only recorded as an audio. There's no video. So I did publish it on this YouTube channel, but it's all there is a static image. Yeah. So guys, you have 8 seconds to get ready. I'll quickly check. Can I check? I can't check if people are here because yeah. Well, 3 people have answered this silly question about my favorite color. I'm still hoping there are more people joining, but I think there were 4, right, at some point. Anyway, this doesn't count. This doesn't give you any points, and you can't lose any points. This was just to get started and to overcome that delay. So hopefully everything is ready now. There are 10 questions in total. Just to remind you, if you answer correctly, you get points. If you don't answer correctly, you get 0 points. If you answer fast, you get more points than if you answer slowly. Okay? These are the general rules. So it looks like we have Helen, Serkan, Lucas, and Anissa. Don't forget to press the button on your phone and let's go. Binomial phrases, by the way, I should explain what they are. Binomial phrases are it's a word which is linked with another word with a simple connector like and or, and those 2 words have some sort of connection. It's either the sound connection, so there is a rhyme, or there is a connection in meaning. Those 2 words are similar in meaning, or there is alliteration, which means they have the same starting letter. I should probably give you an example, but I would like to avoid giving you an example about a word that features in this quiz. So hopefully I'll manage that. Yeah. So if you don't like this video, for example, or the channel in general, you could say that you are sick and tired of this. To be sick and tired, yeah. So that's that's an example of a binomial phrase. It means you are fed up with it. You don't like it at all. And there is a connection, right? The connection is in meaning. To be sick of something, to be tired of something, and together is sick and tired. It's kind of sounds a bit stronger. So that's just to give you an idea of what we are going to be testing you on here. So let's get cracking, shall we? Here is the first question. The cost of the repairs will be $50, give or take. Give or take means roughly or approximately. Which phrase has a similar meaning? There and thereabouts, here and there, down and out, or in and out. Which one is it? There and thereabouts, here and there, down and out, or in and out. People have 7 seconds left to answer. In total, I believe there are 30 seconds for each question. So it looks like we only have 3 people here competing today. It is what it is, and 1 person answered correctly. There and thereabouts is the correct answer. Yeah, it basically means approximately. Down and out has a different meaning. In and out also, and here and there, it doesn't mean that at all. So moving on, we will have a look who answered correctly. It was Lucas indeed, and here is question number 3 or 2. A person experiencing difficulties, often related to financial hardship, homelessness, or emotional distress, is down and out, cut and dry, done and dusted, or up and away. Which one is it? A person experiencing oh, you're done. That was fast. No, not cut and dry, guys. A lot of you answered cut and dry. As far as I know, cut and dry, if something is cut and dry, it's kind of clear cut. It's kind of, there are no doubts about it or no ambiguities about it. Yeah, it's pretty obvious how it is. It's pretty clear. But here we are talking about like sort of depression almost, right? You're depressed, or you're going through something really difficult. You're Down and out, really. That's the correct answer. Done and dusted, that's used usually when something is finished, but it has kind of like a positive meaning. Yeah. So only one person got it right, and this time it was Serkan, which makes this quiz interesting, I guess, because it's still open. Anyone can win it. It's up for grabs, as we say. Someone emerging or gaining recognition, often implying potential for future success or prominence, is referred to as rise and shine, rise and fall, hit and miss, or up and coming. So this is something that is used for a person. If you want to describe a person who is emerging as a sort of like a young talent, right? Who is slowly getting respect and recognition, and we expect a bright future ahead. And it is an up and coming person. It's quite a useful sort of adjective. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's what it is, really. Up and coming. That's what it is. And Serkan answered correctly, and so did Helen. And that's good. That's good. Good stuff. Something that is exciting, thrilling, or exhilarating, often with an element of unpredictability or risk, is kiss and tell, wet and wild, young and restless, or hot and cold. Let's see what you guys answer. These these binomials, they all look the same, right? It can be quite confusing. So I wonder what you think. So you would describe like an activity with this, I would say, possibly some sort of experience, maybe. And it is wet and wild. Yeah, I think it comes from those water attractions, maybe from some sort of amusement park or something. And two of you answered correctly. Someone thought it was young and restless. No, that's more used of a person, really. It's used to describe a person who is young and restless. It's kind of self-explanatory as well. Like, if you're young and restless, you're just sort of full of beans, right? Full of energy, and yeah, something like that. Anyway, let's carry on. We see Serkan is on fire. Currently, he is actually at 2,127 points, followed by Lucas with 1,286 points. Helen in the third place, 719 points. Anissa, I don't know if she is struggling with connection or not. It's possible that she's not even playing. 0 points. We will see if she fixes it or not. Next question. A phrase that represents various dichotomies or contrasts, for example, hot and cold, fire and water, or passion and calmness, is it doesn't seem clear, this question. Which phrase is used, to talk about sort of contrast, such as hot and cold, hot versus cold, fire versus water, passion versus calmness. So there is like there are two colors, right, that are used to describe that idea. Something similar would be like black and white. Black and white is a complete contrast, but we don't have that one here. Instead, we have red and blue, which is used for that. Yeah, red and blue. So it's like completely different. It's like a contrast, red and blue. Like, imagine two teams playing against each other, and one team has blue shirts, the other team has red shirts, something like that. All right, so Serkan it is really his day today. Look at him. He has the highest answer streak of 4 answers. Okay. Complete the expression. My employer gave me no help when I started my new job. I was just left to take it or leave it, make or break, do or die, sink or swim. Which one is it? This could be a little bit tricky, because I think you could consider 2 options here, possibly. But only one of them is correct. Wow, it seems like there are 4 people competing, really, because the timer is waiting for the 4th person. Yeah, it is sink or swim, right? Just imagine, just like back in the old day when the parents just threw the babies in the water and just sink or swim, right? It sounds a bit too much, too extreme, but you know what I mean. This employer didn't provide any assistance to me when I started my new job. This employer didn't show me the ropes at all. He just left me to sink or swim. Do or die sounds kind of similar or looks kind of similar, but that's used more for like a moment when you probably have to make like an important decision or something. Or some sort, like, yeah, you have to really decide to do something, and it's like a do or die moment, right? Yeah, make or break also has kind of a similar idea like the previous one. If you make or break it, um, it means it's like, again, it's either the good thing happens or the bad thing happens. It's a make or break moment. Okay, let's see. Serkan still getting more and more points, but also Lucas now, Helen and Anissa falling behind a little bit. So, a deceptive or misleading tactic often used to create an illusion or conceal the truth is, by the way, I would have written it in a better way, but there was not enough space for me, so I had to simplify it. Basically, this expression that is used to talk about a deceptive or misleading tactic, when we talk about like creating an illusion or concealing the truth, what do you call that expression? I wanted to write is called, but is it shadow? Is it smoke and shadow? Is it smoke and fog? Is it smoke and mirrors? Is it smoke and dust? Which one is it, guys? It is smoke and mirrors. It looks like nobody got this one right. And basically, it's something that politicians would do often, right? So rather than telling us the truth, they would come up with a way to sort of hide the truth, to pretend that maybe there's no problem whatsoever. And it's you would say, oh, it's just, again, this politician, it's all just smoke and mirrors, meaning like this politician is deceptive. It doesn't really speak honestly to us, and politicians are like that, right? So no one got any points, and that means that ends Serkan's hot streak as well. But he has got a comfy lead. In what context is the phrase thick and thin commonly used? When describing a solitary journey, when referring to a temporary commitment, when emphasizing unwavering support or loyalty, when expressing temporary enthusiasm. So, what would you use this phrase to? What would you use it to talk about? Like, what sort of context is this normally used for? And I'm gonna give you an example after the time is up, and it is correct. You guys got it right, yeah. Because we say something like, "I will be with you through thick and thin," right? And it means through the good times, but also the bad times. I won't let you down. I will stand by your side. Yeah, I will be there for you, even if things are not going right. Yeah, something similar to a friend in need is a friend indeed, right? Or something like that, I guess. Not a fair weather friend, which would be the opposite. Like a fair weather friend is a friend that is there only for you when things are going well. Yeah, that's quite easy to be a friend, right? Right. So yeah, I think we have the game on. I think Lucas still has a chance. Game on, guys. This is the last question. If Serkan gets it wrong, no pressure, Serkan. Lucas can still win. Anissa is in the game. Anissa got her points. I missed that. Okay, so there's also a battle for the third place. Right. Oh, exciting times ahead. Let's see what happens. Oh, 2 questions left. My bad. 2 more questions. Which of these expressions stands out the most as different from the others? I like this question. I'm quite proud of making this one, actually. So, bells and whistles, odds and ends, bits and pieces, or bits and bobs. Which one is different from the others in terms of its meaning? Just to give you a little hint. And it is actually the first one, bells and whistles, and I'm gonna tell you why. So odds and ends, bits and pieces, bits and bobs. Generally, all these expressions mean like miscellaneous things, like different things, um, maybe in no given order, just a few different things, right? Whereas bells and whistles kind of means different things, but it has a higher level of meaning because it means like upgrades, right? Like things that improve something. Yeah. Whereas odds and ends, bits and bobs, bits and pieces, that's just like common things. There's nothing to do with any upgrades. Bells and whistles are like things that make something better. Yeah. Like little improvements or something like that, like upgrades. Well, nothing has changed. The scoreboard remains the same. And here comes the last question, guys. If you do something willy-nilly, you do it carefully and deliberately, spontaneously and enthusiastically, haphazardly and without planning, grudgingly and reluctantly. So, which one is it? You do something willy-nilly. And here we go. I think the person who chose the yellow one got it right, because if you do something willy-nilly, you don't really plan it well. You just sort of do it without careful thinking. Haphazardly, if you've never seen this word before, it's kind of like chaotically, I would say, similar to chaotically, without planning, without preparing it. There's some chaos to it. And everything else, I think, is clear. Maybe if you don't know the word grudgingly, I think, as far as I know, it means unwillingly, like you don't want to do it. Same as reluctantly, really. So it's time to reveal today's winner. I am very, very curious about this. In the third place, we have Anissa. So she got past Helen in the end. In the second place, Lucas. And that can only mean one thing. We have a winner, and it is Serkan. Well done, Serkan. And I think the last question was answered correctly by Anissa, and that's how she got the bronze medal in the end. Yeah, so thank you very much, guys, for joining today. I hope you enjoyed the quiz, and I'm just going to quickly stop sharing. Yes, I can see there were even some comments. So there's linguistics teacher. Wow, who are you? Tell us who you are, linguistics teacher. Do I know you? But thank you for joining and for providing your answers. It's highly appreciated, greatly appreciated. So I am out. Video is completely lagging. Well, you had an excuse. I'm sorry, Helen. I'm sorry. It could be my internet. I don't know. I'm in Vietnam, so it could be yours. Who knows? Do we blame Vietnam or do we blame France? That's basically what it is. By the way, these two countries had some sort of common history as well. Google it. Vietnam and France, there is some history. And Luke says, a good game, Serkan. Well, that's very sportsmanlike from you, Lucas, to say a good game to Serkan, even after losing. Much better than being a sore loser, of course. So yeah, congratulations, Serkan. What I like about this is that each time we have a different winner, right? Each time it's a different winner. Last time it was Maria Luisa. Then before it was Johan. Each time is someone else. I like that. So hopefully in the future more people will join today. It was a bit, yeah, it's a shame Helen couldn't participate properly. But thank you, Anissa, for taking part as well. Hopefully we have all learned something. And Serkan says thanks. Well, enjoy, Serkan. Enjoy your victory. Now you can bask in the moment of glory. Okay, everyone, if you really like this video, only if it's really liked. If it's only liked, that's not enough. But if you really like this video, please give it a like. And also subscribe if this is your first time watching. Spoiler alert, we are planning some changes to do with this channel. So you will find out soon enough. Okay. And that's it. Thank you very much, everyone. And I will speak to you soon. Bye bye.